The ingredients are 4 cups or 1 1/5 pounds boiled russet potatoes that are peeled and quartered, 3/4 cup or 3-ounce all-purpose flour, 1 whole egg, 4 tablespoons or 2 ounces melted butter, 1/2 cup or 2 ounces grated Parmesan cheese, and salt and white pepper to taste.
Let's make some gnocchi, okay? Today we use these beautiful potatoes and flour, this one, 00 or all-purpose, just 1 egg, some melted butter, some little salt, and Parmesan cheese. Originally, the gnocchi were, let's say, invented by the Lombards coming down from the north, from Germany. They came down to Italy, and they used to make gnocchi, of course, with no potatoes because they are from the States, from America, after our guy Columbus who came here. They made the gnocchi with cheese. So basically, after we took this recipe from Longobardi, that's what we call them, and the word gnocchi comes from gnocca, which is basically knuckle, like in English, and that's actually the size and the shape of this kind of particular pasta we're going to make today. So today we use, of course, the normal classic Italian recipe that we have, since, I don't know, centuries and centuries, since we came here in the States. The potatoes should be whole, and we boil them like this, or you can also steam them. We boil them whole because we don't want to get any mushy or really soggy, because afterward we have to peel it. So if you cut them and put it and you boil in the water, the potato is going to absorb too much water, and it's pretty impossible to make a nice gnocchi, soft and pretty good. Okay, now we put the potatoes in this pot over here. The water is cold with some salt, okay? I put the lid on top, turn it on, and then we wait until it starts boiling. We have to check with a fork. Fork is the most important instrument after your hands in the kitchen. We check, when it's done, when the fork really goes in, we can check if it's really soft, enough to be, peeled and processed for our gnocchi. Okay? Okay, now we check the potatoes. Okay. Let's see if they are done. And we use simply fork. Yeah, it's pretty soft. It's pretty good. It's ready. Okay, let's take them from the hot water, boiling like this. They're in good condition, good shape. Okay, that's fine. Pretty good. Okay, now we peel the potatoes. It's really hot. I'm the only one who can do this. Okay. And we peel like this. It's not really comfortable. So if you're not, as strong as my skin, you can you can shock with a little ice or cold water for a few minutes. But remember that potatoes should be always warm. So that in this way you have the best result for your gnocchi. If you notice that the potatoes are a little overdone, or too soft or too wet, you can put it back like this after you peel them in the oven, so you can dry them a little bit. You use what you call full meal, cut in pieces like this, and you simply, process the potato, and you have a kind of pretty hard puree. Some people use those squeezer for potatoes, but this is much better. So we have something like this, good potato in this way. Okay, let me go through it. It's almost done. Okay. Clean the bottom like this. There are some little pieces here, so they are good. Like this. Okay, now we basically work the dough like we did with pasta. So we have the flour, we have our sifter, so we pass it, we sift everything like this. Okay. We just make kind of a flat surface. We put the potatoes and the other ingredients, a little, the soft butter. It gets melted. Some cheese, the Parmesan, a little salt, like this, and 1 egg. What's the purpose of putting 1 egg? The egg is the binder of the whole, situation, the whole ingredients. If you put too many eggs, the gnocchi can be really heavy. Of course, if you put more eggs, you need more flour. So we have to consider that the real ingredient in this recipe is potato. So potato is the real star of this recipe. Okay, now we roughly mix it. We're not supposed to knead a lot. Just we mix it up like this. Gnocchi, giovedì gnocchi in Italia. So Thursday was a classic day for gnocchi. And every day had, I said had because now traditions are a little bit different, but we like to say that we have like sabato tripas. On Saturday you have tripe. On Friday you have fish. Okay. This is the gnocchi dough. Ready like this. Took 30 seconds. Okay, now we make the gnocchi. Use a spatula. Let's clean a little bit. Some extra flour, only here. And then we cut the pasta in this way, like a little piece, and we roll on the surface. Don't roll on the flour, otherwise it goes away. It's really hard to roll it. Okay. You make a little, what do you call this? Serpente, like a snake. And using the surface on the flour, you cut like this. So they are gnocchi. There are many ways to transform the gnocchi in the final product we usually see. One is this. Basically, you press with your finger inside and you roll like this. So in this way, you see you have a little, what do you call that, depression here. So the sauce can go inside this. So this is the gnocchi, the easy one. Some people simply use that in this way, of course. The classic way that I like is this, using the fork. So you have, let's put some flour. You take a gnocco actually, and you do this. You got the fork, you press with your thumb, and then you have this nice, beautiful gnocchi with some stripes or, like little canyon here, and you have the little depression here. So the sauce can go inside this and all over the gnocco. This is especially indicated for ragu sauce because you can have a little piece of meat inside this and more tomato. You have basically more surface on this kind of gnocchi. And there are other ways to make gnocchi, like to give this kind of shape. But basically, I would suggest this one. It takes a little more time, but it's really, it's really much better. And you can also try the opposite, like going up, like this. Everybody has a personal, way. I like this. Once you start, it's pretty fast. Suggestion about gnocchi. When you make gnocchi, you have to cook them right away or put in a refrigerator, but you better use them within a couple of hours. Always, with a lot of flour. Otherwise, they stick, to each other. Actually, there's a saying in Italian. It's ridi, ridi che la mamma ha fatto i gnocchi. That's a good one. It means you have nothing to laugh about because mama is not making any gnocchi or something like that. So today we make the gnocchi. The mama can wait at home. Like this. Okay, now we have a good portion of gnocchi and we make a good sauce and we try to see if they are good enough, like they used to be many, many years ago in the countryside. Okay? Ciao.
Gnocchi di patate in salsa di Parmesan Reggiano e Pori is potato gnocchi and Parmesan cheese and leeks and serves 4. For the sauce, 1 cup or 4 ounces grated Asiago, Gorgonzola, or Fontina cheese, 1/2 cup or 2 ounces grated Parmesan cheese, 1/2 cup or 4 ounces heavy cream, 1 cup or 4 ounces leek, white part only, julienne, and 1 tablespoon or 1/2 ounce olive oil.
Hello guys, we have the gnocchi. Look at that. They're beautiful, rustic, and ready for a nice sauce. Today we perform our northern Italian sauce, and it's called salsa di Parmigiano and Porri, Parmesan cheese and leeks. The ingredients are extra virgin olive oil. Look at the color, it's green, it's a new one. Amazing. Porri, leeks. We have Asiago cheese. Asiago is in the northeast of Italy. Actually, we have, the World War I over there. Parmesan cheese, 24 months old. Some heavy cream. Whoop. Bechamel. A little bit of salt. And fresh ground black pepper. We simply start pouring the oil in a little pan over here. This way. We add leeks like this. They are cutting like julienne. Okay. Basically, we toss this vegetable for a few minutes until they get a little golden. Maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Like this. Okay, we put a little salt, a little pepper. If you like peperoncino, it's not bad. Okay. You see now the leeks are getting a little bit, brown here. So it means it's almost done. The thing, I recommend you not to burn, this stuff, otherwise you have to store it over again. Now we add the heavy cream, like this. We add the Asiago. See, all the cheese is getting melted. Parmesan cheese. And finally, the bechamel. Like this. Okay, it's going pretty good. It's time to drop the gnocchi into the water. Water is boiling. Cheese is melting. Good smell. It's really, really good. This is the There's a lot of cholesterol, but you know, you can fight it because if you use a lot of fresh, fantastic, extra virgin, it's much better. But see the effect of cheese. It's melted. Over here, okay. Talking about gnocchi, they will be ready in a couple of minutes. And then we toss the gnocchi from the pot into the sauce. Okay. We can use a little water from the gnocchi to, you know, keep them cooking a little bit, like this. Okay, when the gnocchi starts floating on the surface, it means that they're ready. One suggestion is if you have to cook gnocchi for a lot of people, be sure that you cook them once in, you know, few portions per time. Otherwise, they can melt in the water. Because basically, the hot temperatures should attack the gnocchi itself. Okay, they're ready. See, they're floating. Now, using a spider, take them, you put inside. We keep on mixing. Okay. Okay, keep on tossing. A normal ratio is 250 grams in Italy, talk about gnocchi. So it's about double as much than normal pasta because they're pretty, you know, they are heavy, but they're really good. So right here we have a good 2 portions. Okay, let's melt a little bit more. I would say a little more hot pepper. Always good. Okay. And it's ready. Okay, nice plate. It's a big portion. Like this. A little more. And then we add a little bit of black pepper on top to give a little nice kick. And of course, some Parmesan cheese on top. And final touch with fresh chopped parsley, maybe a line in the middle like this. Okay. Nice gnocchi. Not bad at all. Come si dice in Italia, buon appetito. Ciao.